Welcome back to Uncharted Odyssey. After a long hiatus, it's time to finally get back in the water. And I can't think of a better place to do it than right here in Bonaire. Bonaire is in the Dutch Caribbean. It's a small island located north of Venezuela. And it's world renowned as being one of the premium shore diving destinations. This whole island is built on the premise of diving. With dive sites up and down the coast and all the ease of access you could dream of, it is an absolute diver's paradise. I spent the last week here working with Reef Renewal Bonaire as they've showed me around all the work they're doing here.
They've got tree nurseries set up all across the island, growing thousands of coral of all different varieties that they collect and then outplant back out onto the reef. They're not-for-profit that really is getting some incredible results. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video. And
if you're looking for a way to help out the coral reefs here in the Caribbean, you can head over to Reef Renewal Bonaire's website and sign up for a donation. All right, that's enough of me talking. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to the diving.
you know, I like to take time to reflect on the message that kind of comes from each place that you visit. Been trying to think of ways to talk about, you know, the experiences that I've had here, and it kind of kept circling back to something that my mom made me and my family do when we were kids. No matter how our day went, we always had to say a high and a low of our day, and that's kind of how I wanted to look at the trip. You know, the low is to see that, you know, it just seems like no matter where you go in the world, no reef has really escaped unscathed. You can't walk away from this place without the feeling that it's on the decline. It's a very sobering reminder that our actions have consequences, and the reef is bearing a lot of it. We can't afford to be complacent in what's happening to coral reefs. It's real, it's going to have a bigger and bigger impact on our lives, and it's already having a massive impact on the ocean. And in that same breath, my high of this trip has definitely been seeing the work that's being done to try and revitalize the reef. So big shout out to Reef Renewal Bonaire for taking the time this week to show me all the work that they're doing. You know, staghorn thickets are critically endangered across the Caribbean, and to see a group that's been planting staghorn thickets across the island, and to see some of those thickets now 6 feet tall is quite the accomplishment. So big shout out to the work that they're doing. It's not an easy thing to do. One of the hard parts about environmental initiatives can be hard to communicate them in a way that people will understand. So make sure you do your best to go out and learn, and I hope you learned a little bit in this video. My name is Garrett, and this is Uncharted Odyssey, bidding you a fond farewell from the deep. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you'd like to support Reef Renewal Bonaire and check out all the work they're doing, you can find a link to their website in the description.